In life, not too many movies continue to shock and amaze me as some of the greats, such as Shutter Island and Endgame. But I've always had a passion for cartoons, I've always had a fond heart, I've always loved them. And at the forefront of that is Pixar, and I'm not alone. Millions and billions of people worldwide have found enjoyment through watching Pixar movies. And of course, with more people enjoying a movie, that means more money. And more money means more knockoffs. And that's the topic of today's video. Specifically, Video Brinquedo, a Brazilian-based company in Sao Paulo. I'm sorry, I think that's how it's pronounced. They were formed in 1986 and went on to 2012, and they produced 17 films, every single one of them being a knockoff of a Pixar film. Some of their greats include What's Up?
Yeah.
The Little Cars. And the topic of today's video, Ratatoing, a mockbuster of my favorite Pixar film of all time, Ratatouille. And as a member of the official Ratatoing fan club, I felt that it was only right to give my honest opinion on the film. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get started. Right off the bat, I have a few questions. I like this kind of hand-drawn looking thing to this, but it also has a really weird Dr. Seuss feel, which makes not a whole lot of sense. Also, the Play-Doh characters are enough to make me sad. At the same time, we spend 6 minutes going back and forth in between tables, watching one of the protagonists, Claire as we figure out her name is, wait tables. And it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that all these characters are so freaking annoying. I mean, come on.
The junk food, it's not healthy for you.
Have a heart, dear. Let the boy have what he wants.
Yes, Daddy, I love cheddar.
Is that so? But that ain't cheese. It's just plastic.
You're kidding.
That's okay, Mom. As it happens, I'm also very
partial to plastic.
From there, we move on to the kitchen, where we actually get to meet the man himself, Marcel Toing, the owner and head chef at this restaurant. He's just as annoying, to be honest. From there, we move on, and this table right here with the old couple ends up getting Marcel to come out of the kitchen. They ask him about a secret recipe, and that's whenever we meet the villains of the story. Some rival rats from a failing business who are taken over by Ratatoing, and they're trying to listen in and record everything that he says so they can use those ingredients for their own restaurant. At this part, they have that cliche where the character keeps on saying a word such as very or like over and over and over, building up anticipation in a character, and then eventually letting them down. It's pretty boring. I mean, it's great! Great! A+ movie, clap, 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 cliche, how many can we get? No. Whew, everywhere. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, they left the notebook.
What? The secret ingredients of Ratatoing. I can't believe he didn't notice.
He may be a great cook, but he's not very smart.
That about sums it up right there. So the rat group left their notebook, which is actually a huge problem, so they have to go in after hours and retrieve it. But what they don't know is that they are about to find out the secret of Ratatoing. But before that happens, we cut back to the gang inside of the restaurant, and we are treated to one of the most amazing suit-up scenes in cinematic history. Just watch. So it turns out the big secret of Ratatoing is that they go into the human restaurant and steal fresh ingredients, which is the reason all their food tastes so amazing. They use these special goggles that, like, illuminate fresh food, which makes zero sense to me. But, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna let it slide. It's a kid's movie, even though it doesn't even seem like it's aimed for kids at this point. Like, I don't even understand who this is aimed at. It's obviously a kid's movie, yes, I understand that, but at the same time, it's so slow and so boring and has no poop jokes in it that I don't think any kid would like it. I mean, it literally spends the first 6 minutes just going around having people talk about how much they like the restaurant. That makes no sense, and I would hate that as a kid. Also, the partial to plastic kid? What lesson is that supposed to teach children? Eat plastic. It's okay if you like it. Putting that all aside, we actually get to see some action in this movie, but definitely not Jeff Garlin Rat messes it all up by pressing the flitch. He presses the switch and causes Marcel to swing very fast by his feet. Little did they know, this was the perfect distraction for this lady. I don't even know what her name is. I don't even know if it's explicitly said in the movie, which seems like it'd be important, but whatever. Either way, she walks right in, immediately knows what to do, presses the door, opens it, and then sees the secret of Ratatoing for herself. And so the Lady Mouse reports back to her squad, leaving them to hatch a plan in order to stop Ratatoing from getting his fresh ingredients, so they can finally get some customers at their restaurant. So they decide to get the humans involved, and they do it in the greatest way possible. In any single movie I've ever seen, nothing comes even close to this. In what other movie can you find a bunch of Play-Doh rats line dancing and attacking humans by busting a move, all to get the attention of them, all the while moaning? What? What are you watching? Their perfect plan works, and the humans set up a buttload of mousetraps, which renders collection of food by Ratatoing very difficult. But being the absolute unit Marcel is, he heads down there anyway. And the first time he sets off a trap,
Hey, Marcel, are you okay?
The food is attached to a trap.
so Marcel, being the absolute boss he is, decides to continue on. And he finds this bar of chocolate. All easy, no traps, no nothing. But what could possibly— oh my god! And so the chase scene commences, and Marcel barely gets away. But the cat, man, it's so scary. Why? Why did it have to animate like that? He literally looks like a hunk of Play-Doh. And he runs like a man? Why? Well, the gang gets chased away, and they run out of ingredients for the restaurant, so we are treated to another suit-up scene as they try to go back and face the cat once and for all. Marcel decides to stay back and distract the cat, while the other two go and collect the food. While Marcel is being cornered and looking like everything is about to turn really bad, the other two are held at needlepoint by two of the evil rats that we saw from earlier. They try to take all their food away, but the two convince them that they can just go get their own and that there's enough for everybody. But before they can go and collect their own share, the cat comes in, with Marcel riding on its back. Marcel orders the cat to dispose of these rats by taking them to its owner, and it looks like the job is well done. But the movie can't end unless we have another subjective noise! But with that, balance is restored to Ratatoing. They are now able to collect their ingredients because they now have a cat on their side. And with that, all the characters end with a laugh and a smile. You know, I actually had a lot of fun watching this movie. It was really weird. Yeah, the animation was pretty gross, sure. But I actually had a lot of fun watching it. Mainly because the entire time I was going, oh my god. With that, I give it 2
Precisely.
out of 5. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Drew, and I do music.